Hello everyone. Welcome to Clasital's Academic Reading Table Completion Question and Answer session. Today we are going to look at some tips and strategies. And we will look at the two. I have prepared two passages. If we have time, we will look at the third one too. Yes, hello everyone. We are a little bit. Yes, I can see new faces too, and I can see some familiar faces. Hello to everyone. Let me share my screen with you so we can start slowly. Thank you. Yes. Let me start with tips and strategies today, because today first we will look at some tips and strategies. I have two passages and we will look at questions and answers. In this question type, you should use the words chosen from the text. As you will see a paragraph, you will see the passage, and you will see a table like in the listening session. This is not as common as this question type is not as common as in the listening part, but you can come across this question type too. And in this question type, you should use the words chosen from the text. There will be a table, you will see some headlines, and you will see like bullet points. So you will use the words chosen from the text, and you will do fill in the blanks questions basically. Yes. You should pay attention to the word count. If it is says like you should use no more than three words, two words, and if you say like if the answer is in the passage like a dark night, and if you write a dark night, you will lose points. You won't get point from here. If the questions ask for write no more than two words, if it is asked for two words, you should write just dark night. But if it is asked for like three, you can write a dark night. The questions may or may not come up in the same order as the text. Most probably they will be taken from a part of the passage, but it can differ too. If there are many questions, like if you are given one table with, let's see, 8, 9 questions, then you will probably look for it in the passage. But if you are given like less, you will given a smaller table for the 4 or 5 questions, you should look into some a part of the text. The answer can be in more than one sentence, like it can be like a summary, and you should find the correct one. Yes, and do not change the form of the words in the passage for them, because to be correct in the sentences, you should directly take the word and put it there. Do not write the synonyms of the word. Do not change the singular to plural or vice versa. And do not change a verb to a noun to adjective, and so forth. So we are taking the words from the text. Do you have any question, or I will proceed to the questions? Okay. Come on. Now we have a passage. I have taken a part from the passage. As I said, let me see how many questions we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, and we have a table. Let me see if I can send you this one. It says regional African art. We are giving the information of region: Eastern Africa, Southern Africa, Western Africa, and Central Africa. And we have the styles, and we have the additional information about this kind of art. In the one, it says subject similar to the blah blah area of the country. So it should be some like subject similar to the north area of the country, subject similar to the poor area of the country. So it should be a name, you can say. For the question 2 about the southern Africa, it says, let me see, artwork representing human and animal forms made from soil, made from metal. But I suppose it should be a name too. What do you think? Let me see. 3, conventionally made for the purpose of using it, purpose of something. So again, what do you think it should be? A name, a verb, an adjective, the purpose of. You can just guess it. Of course, we don't know. It can be anything, but not that much anything. It should be like some a noun, adjective, adverb, something. Conventionally made for the purpose of using it, purpose of hunting. So again, I imagine it will be a noun. I'm saying name. You are not saying anything. It should be a noun. 4, cylindrical, broad and flat lines crafted from metal, crafted from a material. So again, it should be a noun. Number 4 should be a noun too. Let's see number 5. Often, it is about the Central Africa, and it is like smooth lines and circular forms. And the additional information says often more difficult to recognize due to the diversity of something used. Diversity of something. So I suppose number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 should be a noun. So we won't look for verbs, we won't look for adjectives, but we will look for some nouns here in this one. And let me see. Complete the table, choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. Okay. And these passages are taken from passage 2 questions. Let me see it. First, it is about the Eastern Africa. So I will look for these keywords here. Eastern. Subject similar to the blah blah area of the country. Eastern. This is an interactive class. So if you know the answer, if you see the answer, you can write it from the chat part. You can turn on your microphone or so on. I will make it a little bit bigger, and I am trying to send you the questions too. At least question 1, so we can do it together. Where is it here? Subject similar to the blah blah area of the country. And we are talking about Eastern Africa. So I'm looking for the keyword Eastern. West Africa. Okay. Central African sculpture. So the questions are not in the order. Yes, Api. If you see it, you can say it.
Yeah, hi ma'am.
Mhm.
I can see in the first, last line of the first paragraph, hail from the eastern region of West Africa. But it's, I guess, yeah, it's for west, no, not for east.
I can see it here too. However, despite the
Yeah,
tills, distinct style of usage, smooth lines and circular forms still helps to define origin of such works. In both Eastern and Southern Africa, typically art depicts a
mixture.
mixture of human and animal features. So it is subjects are similar to the very good southern part of the Africa, southern area of the country. Okay. Now we are talking about the southern Africa art, and in here, tut, 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 I think you will understand this one. Okay, this is question 2. Southern Africa artwork presented, what is it? Presenting human and animal forms, and they are made from, let's see. Art form from the former region, yes, it is southern, is created in the form of a pole carved in a human shape and topped with a human or animal image, which has a strong connection with death, burial, and spiritual world. Such creations are less recognized as art in the traditional sense than those from the other parts of Africa. In southern Africa, the human animal hybrid representations are fashioned from clay, the oldest known examples dating back to blah blah blah. Yes. Any other answer? Yes. Very good. In here, it is a made from, and in my in my passage, it says fashioned from. I like this expression too, like fashion from. Like they are creating something, they are creating a fashion and they are using this term. This is nice. I like the expression. Made from clay. Very good. This is very true. Let me let me show you this one. This is question 3, and this is question. And this is question 4. Conventionally made for the purpose of, and we are talking about the Western Africa sculptures here. Conventionally made for the purpose of something and made by Mendy speakers. Okay. Cylindrical, like cylindrical. I don't know if it is in your language, but it is very similar to my language. Cylindrical, broad, and flat lines crafted from, let's see, we are talking about Western Africa. And I think I have finished this session, this paragraph, and I will look for the answer here. I am just skimming it to see my figurines from the West African region are sculpted in two distinctly different forms. The first is characterized by the angular forms and features the elongated bodies, such as sculptures being traditionally used in religious rituals, conventionally made for the purpose of religious rituals. Religious rituals. I think they are both acceptable. Priyanka, you are right too. Suman, you are right too. Religious rituals, yes, you can say both of them. They will be both acceptable. Mhm. But we can write two words. So if you will get point if you write religious rituals or rituals. Yes. Yes, no more than two words. So you can write two words. But I advise you to write. But I advise you to write like if it says no more than two words, you can write two words, and I advise you to write two words too. Yes, you can find it in the library too. At the end, I can share you the link of the library and you can find it. For now, for you to see it more clearly, let me share it one by one. Okay, purpose of religious rituals. Okay, style 1, sharp lines, long bodies. Style 2, cylindrical, broad, and flat lines crafted from, let's see, this is style 2. The first, blah, 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 blah. Commercially, the traditional wood statues are Mande-speaking cultures possess cylindrical arms and legs with broad, flat somethings. So it makes my answer. Could you see it? Yes, very good. Very good, very good. It says here the traditional wood statues of Mende speaking culture. Yes, you are very, very right. It is wood. Yes. Let's see what they are doing in the Central of Africa. Smooth lines, circular forms, often more difficult to recognize due to the diversity of something used. Hmm. Why I can't see it? Central African sculpture. Now I see my keywords. As you can see, as you can see, I'm not reading the whole passage. I'm just skimming the text to see my keywords. The Central African sculpture may be a little more difficult to identify for the novice observers as a wider variety of materials. Ah, I haven't sent you the question, sorry. It is about the Central Africa and it is talking about the Central Africa. Smooth lines and circular forms, often more difficult to recognize due to the diversity of something used. Yes, it is materials. You are right. Any question? Do you want to look to the text again? It is here. If you don't have any question, I will continue with the next passage. Let me see the next one. Now, by the way, this was from passage 2, and this is from the passage 2 too. Pesticide-free village. Pesticide is something that they use in the agriculture to like to preserve their products from the bugs or all of the other things. And it's about the pesticide-free village. And in this one, we have a long passage here. This is a full passage from an IELTS exam, from a recent actual IELTS exam. And we have some questions. Complete the table below. Choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. Write your answer in the boxes 5 to 10 on your answer sheet. We don't have an answer sheet, we will write it here. Non-pesticide management program developed with an aid of secure. It looks, yes, to kill the pests and insects. Very good. Now it looks to me as a keyword developed with the aid of secure based on the use of an something called neem. So this is a keyword too. I will look for the secure and the neem. These are my keywords. Neem contains many blah blah that target plant eating predators. Okay. Yes, plant eating. Neem used as a pesticide. Blah blah formed by grinding seeds, again a noun, left something to soak in the water, spread regularly, used as a pesticide and a fertilizer. Keyword, both. Maybe I will see the word both as a pesticide and a fertilizer. I don't know yet. Added something formed to the soil and contains a lot of something. Again, it will be a noun too. I don't know. Contains many something again. Left. I am not sure about that ones. Okay, let me send you the questions first. Maybe I can, this time, maybe I can send them with 7 here, 8 here. Yes. Now my keywords are secure and I will continue. I will go with the secure first because this is a long passage. Okay, I'm not reading the whole text, I'm just skimming it. They are making cottons, mixed crops. They are selling mugs, chili rice. Okay. Okay. Fertilizer. They are using some pesticides. There's a high booming. This is a storyline. Like they are growing some things. They are farming some things. Farmers, they are encountering with a problem and they are solving it with a pesticides and a quick high of booming. So they have more product now. Many farmers, blah blah. The immediate payoff of chemically dependent cotton agriculture. But I haven't seen anything about like the pesticides and free of pesticides now. Cotton eater who plague the fields. As the box. Bright variety and quantity of poisons. So they are growing more on the chemical fertilizers. It is, yes, I know. It is like it is good for you to read the skim the passage too, because you will have more questions from that. You will have like 13 questions for one passage, so you should skim all of it, so you should know uh, where is where. You will know, if you skim the text very thoroughly, you will know where to find the answers. Now here I see secure their vicious cycle. He had been among the first villagers to grow cotton without chemicals, and set out a non-pesticide management. Yes, here. This had been devised for Punukala with the help of a non-government organization called Secure, which had become aware of the hardship caused by the pesticide trap. Nice. It involved turning to a neem, a fast-growing, broad-leaved evergreen tree related to mahogany. You can use two words too. What tree? You can use two words here. Yes, like the evergreen tree and yes. Let me write them. Because based on the use of an evergreen tree. It's okay. You can write it with capital letters too. The third, fast-growing, broad-leaved evergreen tree related to mahogany. Neem protects itself against insects by producing a multitude of natural pesticides that had evolved specifically to defeat plant-eating insects. Evergreen tree, true. And my second question for the question 6. Very good. Neem is already in the question. Let me write it too. It is, what was it? Natural pesticides that target plant-eating predators. It was here. Producing a multitude of natural pesticides that had evolved specifically to defeat plant-eating insects. Thus, they are generally harmless to humans and other animals, including birds and insects that eat pests. The plant is native to the India and Burma, where it has been used for centuries to control pests and promote health. To protect cotton, neem seeds are simply ground into a powder, soaked overnight in water, and sprayed onto the crop at least every 10 days. I have many answers in just one or two. Mm-mm-mm. Very good. Now let me show you this one. Used as a pesticide. Something formed by grinding seeds. Powder or a powder? A powder formed by grinding seeds left overnight. The seeds are simply ground into a powder soaked overnight in water. left overnight, soak in water, spread regularly, used as a pesticide and a fertilizer. And for the night, let me see. Neem cake applied to the soil kills insects and pests and doubles as an organic fertilizer high in nitrogen. So for the 9 and 10, what do you think? Their answer is already there too. Very good, Rajesh. Organic? Where did you see the organic one? It says neem. It says neem cake applied to the soil kills insects, pests, and doubles as an organic fertilizer high in nitrogen. As neem, yes. Added in cake formed soil contains a lot of nitrogen. Where is it? Yes. Very good. Do you have any questions about it? I think we don't have. Do you want to do? Very good. We still have time. If you want, we can do one more. I think it will be okay too. Let's do one more. Give me 1 second. Oopsie. Sorry. Is it this one? Yes, it is here. Okay. Let me close this one. Leave. Yes. This is from the reading passage 2, and it is, let me see, and it is the development of plastics. I think it will be okay. It is the development of plastics. Let me see the questions first. Oopsie, the table is a little bit off, and I haven't read the question. Sorry, I am not that well prepared for this one, but for this one, you can use no more than 2 words. You can use no more than 2 words for this one. Let me send you the questions first. And then we can continue. And in the meanwhile, you can look at the questions. General training. This is for the academic one. There is no differences between them, but the passages are different. Maybe in the passage 1 and 2 for the general training, you will see much shorter text. But these are the academic ones are a little bit longer and a little bit difficult, more difficult than the general training ones. Okay, let me see. First, we have celluloid, date of invention, US, and common use, clothing, and something. And in here, we will find the name of the plastic that was invented, yes, invented in the 1907 in the US. And we will look at the common use of them. Polythene, we will look at the original, oopsie, we will look at the original region or property of it, I'm not sure. And we will look for the common use of it. And then we will look for the rigid PVC and the property of it. Drains and gutters, okay. Then we will look at the polystyrene. It was invented in Germany, transparent and resembled to something, food container and domestic. And lastly, we will look at the polyurethanes, which was invented in Germany, formation like something, and the common use adhesives, coating and insulation. Okay, but first we will look at the celluloid and the common use of it. Let me find the celluloid. Polymer, merization. I don't know. I haven't looked at it here, but plastic, rubber, ivory, supplies of which were declining, of course. The billiard balls. The prize was won by John. The prize was won by John Wesley Hyde with a material called celluloid. We have found our keywords. Celluloid was made by dissolving blah blah in a solution, blah blah things. This new material rapidly found uses in the manufacture of products such as knife handles, detachable collars and cuffs, spectacular frames, and photographic films. And in my question we have clothing and something. So maybe I can take this here. The collar and cuffs are clothing, and this makes my answer. Do you want to see the question? Do you need help? Actually, you can say photographic film. You can use two words and photographic. It leaves a little bit blank. Photographic film, we can say. Without celluloid, the film industry could never, because there are many products, they will be both acceptable. You can, for example, you can't write detachable collars and cuffs because they are already mentioned as the clothing, but they are not talking about the knife handles, spectacular frames, or photographic film. So you can write all of them. You can choose one of them and write it. They will be acceptable because there are, like you say, there are many products. Let's write here. I want to write here photographic films. Photographic film. Right? It was like the singular. Yes. Let's continue. The next one is something we are looking for the name of it. I am sending it. Household items and car parts. Okay. Okay. Celluloid. In 1907, Leo Baekeland, a Belgian chemist working in the USA, invented a different kind of plastic by causing phenol and formaldehyde to react together. Baekeland called the material bakelite. Bakelite? I'm not sure about it. Why did you say thermoplastic? Hmm. Satellite can be repeatedly softened and reshaped by heat and is known as thermoplastic. I think it is bakelite because actually it is like the continuum of the other passage. Cellulite can be repeatedly softened and reshaped by heat and is known as thermoplastic. Hmm. And it finishes here and it says in 1907, blah blah, a Belgian chemist working in the US invented a different. Yes. Okay. I hope it is clear now. It is bakelite. And 16 can be cast and molded but cannot be softened by heat. And 16 is blah blah, common use, household items, car parts, and as it with these properties, it was soon being used in the manufacture of switches, household items such as knife handles and electrical components for cars. Here I have one answer. Very good. Switches. Switch like the, yes, you know it. And I will start off it with an capital letters because no switches. Because let me see. Yes, it starts with capital letter here too. Let's continue with the 17. We have polyethylene. Give me 1 second. Yes. Now we will look for where it is, the original region of it, original region of the polyethylene in 1900. Soon, looking for other small polymers, in the 1930s, British chemists discovered the gas ethylene would polymerize under heat and pressure to form a thermoplastic called polyethylene. Yes, to this question, you can say UK or you can say Britain. They will be both acceptable. England, for not maybe not the England, but the Britain would be more accurate because when we say England, it may be referring to somewhere else too, but in this way it is more convenient. Britain or UK. Because England is like the England refers to a more broad region too, but it's like Britain. And in here it doesn't say, it says, let's see the next one. I think that's enough. Rigid PVC. Rigid PVC's property. Like they can be cut and molded but cannot be softened and heated. What is the property of rigid PVC? Let me see. PVC. Yes, PVC is here. Okay. Produce PVC, a hard, fireproof plastic, suitable for drains and gutters. Sorry. In here, you can say hard, you can say fireproof, you can say both of them. Good. Hard plastic, fireproof plastic, you can write any of it. Let me send you the question 19. Polystyrene. These are difficult. Up here, what do you mean suitable for? For what, isn't it? What is it? I couldn't catch it. Suitable for? I don't know. Let me read it from. We are talking about polystyrene in the 1930, transparent and resemble to something. What were we here? Here. Developed during the 1930s in Germany, was a clear glass-like material used in food containers. Blah blah. Was a clear glass-like material. Transparent and resemble to glass. Up here, of course, you can speak. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Hello.
I'm audible.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, ma'am, I was talking about question number 18. It's already given, na? Rigid PVC dash drains and gutters. So my like concern is rigid means already hard. So you are saying hard and all those stuff. Rather than that, I'm saying it is like suitable for drains and gutters. In the like para, you can go there.
Pretty here.
Yeah, for 18.
No, actually, this is because of the table. We are talking about the property here. So it is
Okay.
under the property. Can you see it
Okay,
in the
okay,
now in the,
sure.
at the table?
Sure, man. Yeah, it's my
This
fault.
is
I
this is
haven't seen
because that
that.
I couldn't
Yeah,
see it.
property. Yeah. Okay.
We are
Sure, man.
talking
Thank
about
you.
the property here.
Yeah.
Okay. What were we? We are saying resemble to glass. Is here glass. Okay, nice. Let me see 20. Polyurethanes. Germany. Formation like something, and it is used for everything. Like plastic is it at everywhere. No, not this one. Sorry. Polyurethane, Germany, formation like something, adhesive, coating, and insulation. Let's look at for polyurethanes. Polyurethanes, also developed in Germany, found use as adhesive in the form of rigid foams, insulation materials. They are all produced from chemicals derived from crude oil, exactly same element, carbon and hydrogen as many plastic, in the form of rigid foams. Very good. Nice. Rigid foams. Plastic is an. And this was from the passage 2. What do you think? Was it difficult or was it like the so-so? Were you able to find the answers easily? Yes, I think so. It wasn't so hard. Yes, it is not so hard. Yes, I think so too. When you find the keywords, this is one of the most easy ones because you can find there's a lot of information at the table, and you can, if you find the keywords, if you can locate them, and if you don't try to read the whole text, you can find the answer. But it can be a little bit tricky to find, like, to pick the correct answers from the passage. But other than that, I think you can do this type of question with a little bit practice. The all of the question types takes time. They require practice, but other than that, I think you will be okay. Let me share the library link too. And also, I have sent, let me send it again. I am sending you a post lesson survey. We will be very glad if you can do this survey so we can know you better. We can make our lessons better. And also let me share our library with you so you can find these questions at the library too. Come on. I don't know why is it happened. You can find our practice materials from the library. I have sent you the link. Also, I have. Oh. Hmm. Also, I have sent you a. Thank you. Also, I have sent you a post-lesson survey, so you can. I will be glad if you can do our post-lesson survey too. We did a reading lesson. My name is Burçin. You can do it directly from here too. We will be very glad if you can do that. And after you have completed the post-lesson survey, it will be the end of our session. Thank you very much for joining. I'm expecting you to see the next time too. Thank you very much. Good luck, everyone, with your exams. Thank you. You too. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time too. Okay, then hope to see you at the next lesson. Goodbye, everyone.